Tonight, the city of Atlanta is preparing for a fourth possible indictment against former President Donald Trump. Good evening, I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Christine Spiro. Numerous current and former Georgia politicians were seen at the Fulton County Courthouse today, some of them there to testify regarding the former president's alleged efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss here in the state.
Some streets are still closed in downtown Atlanta near the Fulton County Courthouse. That's where we have team coverage tonight with the Fox 5 I-Team's Randy Travis and Fox 5's Tyler Fingert. We begin with Randy, who's been staking out the courthouse all day, seeing who's coming and going. Randy?
Hi, Russ, Christine. Yes, this grand jury began meeting at 9 o'clock this morning, and they are still going strong at this hour. How do we know this? Well, Judge Robert McBurney has basically told us that. He is the Superior Court judge who is presiding over the grand jury. Any indictments that this grand jury hands up, he has to read, likely to himself, approve, and then hand over to the clerk of court before they can be officially docketed. He usually leaves the office at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but he has told reporters gathered in his courtroom that he has been told to hang around, and that is what he's doing. He is hanging around. The other reason why we know this grand jury is still meeting is because one of the witnesses just tweeted that he's waiting to testify. His name is George Cheedy. He is a current Fox contributor and independent journalist who stumbled upon the so-called fake elector scheme back in December 14th, 2020, a meeting that was supposed to be secret until he walked in and saw these several Trump supporters meeting to try to become electors for Donald Trump from the state of Georgia. He was supposed to testify tomorrow, but he has been called in today. That's how rapidly this grand jury is finishing its work. He just tweeted about 5:50 this afternoon that he was still waiting to testify, but Jeff Duncan just went in. Jeff Duncan, former lieutenant governor from the state of Georgia, who was also scheduled to testify tomorrow, he was brought in today. So if in fact those are the two final witnesses of this day-long day filled with witnesses, then perhaps we will see some sort of decision from this grand jury later on this evening, because they've asked the judge to stay. It sounds like the DA wants some sort of decision made today rather than tomorrow. But of course, we'll be standing by and bring it to you live whenever it does happen. Reporting live from the Fulton County Courthouse, Randy Travis, Fox 5 News.
Randy, I'm curious, if a decision is made today by this grand jury to indict, how soon will it be made public to the media and to people waiting and watching for this indictment?
Yeah, that's going to be a gap of time that we're all going to be scrambling to try to find out what is the indictment, who was indicted. There are more than a dozen people, perhaps, who could be indicted, along with former President Donald Trump. We won't know the charges, we won't know the people until we actually can see that indictment. But it has to physically be walked down to the clerk of court's office, the Superior Court clerk's office here in the Fulton County Courthouse behind me here. It has to be scanned in and then ultimately published. An actual case number has to be assigned to that indictment before it can be produced to the public. So we will probably know when an indictment has come down. We won't know exactly what the indictment has in it for several minutes at least.
Well, as you say, with potentially more than a dozen people indicted, potentially, there could be a lot to analyze, a lot to go through, and we'll be here all night. Randy, thanks very much.